Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here, and welcome back to another episode of Better Than Potter. Maybe we may be. Today is going to be an episode of the UEFA Conference League final. We've got AGF, a team we've played in the group stage, or in that group league stage, whatever you call it, which we beat 5-2 in the final. Saying that though, I said I was going to come back and let you know if we need to play this Man United game on the YouTube episode or not. We do not, because we have beaten Cardiff away from home, and Arsenal have not won their game. And to be fair, their run home is actually quite difficult too. Their game in hand is Man United. They just played Spurs away at Spurs, and well, this is the goal from Richarlison that has sent us into the Champions League. And we'll show you obviously the goal that we scored to win the game, of course, against Cardiff. Now, to be fair to Cardiff, they were actually quite hard to break down. Heung-min Son, bit of a match engine thingamabob, but you know, it does happen. And yeah, we obviously have got money. It's great. We get 35 mil, 1.9 mil there. Sivat happy to stay because we qualified for the Champions League. You know, and the board don't need to give us a lot of money. You know, we've got 62 mil in the bank. I think we're in a position with our team where the team doesn't really need too much as well, to be fair. If we held everybody here, we would be very good in and around, because there's enough younger players to develop and become really good. And the Champions League money next year would be huge if we kept the squad as it is. Anyhow, in terms of our result, if we go to the Cardiff game down here, we did play. We were the better side, but we did find it hard to break them down. On the 45th minute, Joe Gerhardt, thank you very much for being a man in form at the minute. And well, here was your goal, ladies and gentlemen. Alvarez, Sotalo, saved. Gerhardt's there. It was actually a great save from Baxter, caught off the goal line. But that's your goal that has sent us into the Champions League. Next time we see each other, it will be the final day. AGF, UEFA Conference League final. Hopefully, we don't get any injuries beforehand. And we will be streaming that game live, so links are down below. Also, the Brighton save's done really well on YouTube, so give me a comment why this save's done so well. What's made you enjoy watching it? Are you just a Brighton fan? Is it Premier League football? Is it the fact they're having a really good time in real life and they're very enjoyable to watch in real life? Let me know why that is, and maybe I can bring some of that goodness to the Paris 13 Atletico save. And lastly, yes, we do have our main save. Yes, go check it out, because it's going to be a momentous build to be better than PSG, with a club that's in their own backyard, who's just a really tiny little dot in the speck of world football. Welcome back, YouTube. Conference League final nearly. Final day of the season, we beat Man United 3-0. Perfect tune-up. We did go full strength because it's a week until the Conference League final, but we have some big news, and I don't particularly like the injury for both of them. United, we went 2-0 up, just decided, you know what, we know you've got a cup final incoming. We're going to make this miserable for you. Andreas injured, 24th minute, straight off. And then Salcido and I think Corral have clashed heads or gone into a tackle against each other. And another injury, which is no good. We did win 3-0, which I'll show you the goals for, of course, as well for the tune-up. We did look really good. Hoping, though, these injuries aren't good. We are live on stream. Links down below. If you've enjoyed the Brighton save, let me know in the comments section. And do remember the main saves out there. We are with Paris 13 Atletico. The time this gets out there, you would have seen that we're in a promotion race to get promoted to the top flight, the second division there as well. As you can see, we finished 2 points behind Man United. It was a nothing game, but I would prefer to, instead of just fully rotating, much prefer the boys to go and play 90 minutes and get a feel. Andreas is out for 2 to 3 weeks. Give injection. Done. Salcido's out for 4 to 5 weeks. Salcido's out. Salcido is done. Salcido cannot get an injection. Salcido is out of the Conference League final. Andreas, at least, we can give an injection to get through the game, and we will, being that it is a cup final that is incoming. We get 32 mil for all of that as well. Press conference I'll do in a second. In terms of the goals, here's your goals, because there was a great goal by Ferguson in this, and Andreas's goal was pretty fantastic too for the build-up that it was. If we played how we played here, we're going to win the Conference League final. Well, you'd think so. Salcido found Andreas, went on a run, drove inside, has 3 guys around him, twatted at top bin, great goal. The build-up to that goal was sensational, YouTube. Alvarez, back stick, tossing, good header. Easy as you like for tossing. But the goal here, which was pretty fantastic. Sivat, McAllister, what a ball to Ferguson. One touch, little dink as De Gea went to ground. And he dinks one of the best keepers in Football Manager. Now, next time we see each other, boys, we have got 7 or 8 days away, for this final. We're going to get the boys training, get the boys up for it. We got AGF who've already played and beaten in this competition. Now we got to do it once more to be crowned the Conference League winners of 2024-25. Here we go, YouTube. The piece de resistance here in episode 28. It is the Europa Conference League final. We have AGF, who we have beaten to get here previously in this competition. We are odds-on favourites to win our first piece of silverware in the save as Brighton manager. And I think if we win this, it's a great place to end the save because it will confirm that we're better than Potter. And that is the title of the beta save. There definitely will be win, lose, draw, whatever happens. There definitely will be times we'll go back to this save. So definitely link down below. Come follow us live on the Twitch at Damo_23. And you might see me release some content in, not in the immediate future with the main save, but down the line of me going back to the save to show you what we would do with the money in Champions League and maybe try and get these boys to win a league because I think we're close. In terms of when we last met, nothing's changed. The team's in a good spot. People pass fit. There's only a few things we need to talk about. The actual lineup, because it does need to change because I've got injured players. And AGF, our opponents, is a team that I have history with. I did do a Danish save 2 years ago where we... it was 2 years ago now, wasn't it? 2021? Not FM23, 2021. We took SFB, who's an amateur club in Denmark, all the way in 20 seasons to win a Champions League. AGF doing that save gave us a hard period when we first transitioned into the top flight. We could beat Midtjylland and we could beat Copenhagen. We always had trouble against AGF. So they give me a little bit of PTSD. They currently finished fourth, so not even the best team in Denmark. But it will be interesting to see what we can still here, what we can do. Now, in terms of their run-in, if we just have a look at Conference League, you would notice that we have played them this year. And we're going to start with that there. They've come from qualifying, as most teams, do or don't or whatever. They then beat, in the phase, they beat Tirana and Vitesse, who we both played and beat. They drew to Celta Vigo, who we just smacked in the Europa League semi-final. And then this game against Brighton, we won 5-2 that day. Geldhart scored a brace, who's fit and firing and ready to go again. Correa, who will come off the bench, did get an assist. Mateus is going to be off the bench as well. But yeah, you have a look at that team. Roth played left back, not a Stupian. Salisu played, not Satalo and Tossin together. Satalo did play. Scally played. Lamptey's been in the forfeit of his life. He's going to play. Sivert didn't even play in his preferred role. He'd be playing ball-winning midfielder. Something tells me that as long as we go out there, play well, and we're clinical, we should win this final and win it easy. Now, in terms of that, their run from there is pretty fantastic. They drew enough games to get through just. They then got Slavla Park. At home, 4-0 win, lost away. They then got Seravetti. At home, won, didn't win away. Lazio, big game for them. Won in the quarterfinal at home, drew away. And then against Fenerbahce, drew away, won at home. They're at-home merchants. If this was played in Denmark, I would be a bit more worried. And I'm definitely not underestimating him. But the fact this is played in a neutral ground, they haven't won in the knockout stage away from home. Everything points to us going out there and doing a job here against AGF. And we should. We should be quietly confident. We've been FM'd in Champions League finals before. You saw it with the Youth Only Challenge. If you watched that one last year, we got FM'd against Man United real bad in the Champions League final. We even had, in the penalty shootout, had a penalty to win that final. And our best striker for the year missed. We've had other Champions League finals and whatever that we've been FM'd in. Hopefully this is not added to that list. In terms of the team, we do have to pick a team. They want me to make some changes. Salcedo is the unlucky one that does miss out. Andreas is here. Fred will make the bench, but not start. I think we have to give it to McAllister and just say to McAllister, look, mate, your quality, we're playing against opposition where we don't need the work, well, not the work rate, but don't need the defensive skills of Lucas, even though McAllister's good, but he's a bit more forward-thinking. Apart from that, I am going to make one more change as this boy. He's going to get a start. And, you look at him and you go, Damien, he's not your first choice, not even second choice. You've sold him. And I have. Dunk has been complaining a lot. I've let him go to Randers. He wants a change for 800k. But he is a club powerhouse. And I think there's no better way to sign off a Brighton legend. And I love this guy in real life. I think Lewis Dunk is fantastic in real life. I think there's no better way to sign him off in his Brighton career than giving him a chance to start and a chance to win his first piece of silverware. Now, saying that though, if we go to general and, is it, not facilities, but profile, I don't know where it is on the skin. I want to know where the club legends are. Info? Fierce rivalries? Icons? Tony Bloom. Surely Dunk's in here. Lewis Dunk is an icon. Okay, good. There we are. We're going to give him a start. So, Dunk is in alongside Tossin. Your team for the Europa League final is Alta in net. Lamptey, Tossin, Dunk and Estupian. McAllister, Thuram and Civet. Alvarez, Andreas with the injection, and Joe Geldhart, who's wanted by Spurs. Porter tonight, I have turned on match sounds for this. I just want to see if I know for the Champions League, watching a few Zealand videos, that they have Champions League music for the entrance. Be cool if they have the UEFA Europa Conference League music in the entrance, and we'll give you that. I don't play with sounds on. I had a 17-year-old dog who passed away earlier this year, just before the game came out. Ooh, I hear sound. And she would go ballistic with the whistle because it sounds like a dog whistle. But I have sound. Hopefully it's not too overpowering. I don't have headphones in for this, so I'm just going to drink this in together. And then, yeah, there they are. They line up as so. Look, go out there, put in the recent praise. Nice. I'm going to go to attackers and see if we get Joe Gerhard up and about. We do. In terms of the opposition, not going to do any instructions or anything. But that's there. There they are. Free at the back with a defensive mid. I think they're going to sit in there and make things frustrating. If we get a goal early, we'll win this. If we don't get a goal early, they've got good enough players like Mads Emil Madsen, who was better last year and the year before. As a couple guys, David's their main goal scorer. Eaton's up front. They're a team we should get at. They're a team that we should get at. You would say that we have to win this, right? But let's go find out. Into the tunnel. Here we go. I don't hear no music. I hear music now. I hear music in the background. There we go, boys. The cut screens of music. Well, boys, we're in. We've lost the toss for colours, and we are in our away strip. Good song, good tune. Now, this could be loud here, lads. Alright. I am going to turn the sounds off. Can't do it from that screen there. Alright, let me just go into... Let me go turn off the sounds, because I don't play with sounds because of my dog. And, shush, Zealand. Preference. Sorry, lads. But I wanted to see if that would do that. Alright, sounds. Down here just a little bit. Sound and sound. If you play with sound, let me know. If you play with sounds, do let me know. I don't. But, obviously I've grown up not playing with sound because of my dog. So, maybe you're someone that's new to the game and you always play with sound. I think it would be cool to have sound. But I think while you're streaming as well, you don't need to. Alright, let's go. Let's get into it. Highlight first up. Estupian, Civet. First highlight of the Conference League final was 50 seconds in. Alta has the ball at his feet. He looks for Civet dropping in. He loves this role. He's been fantastic. We had the promise that would make Champions League football for him to stay, and we've done that. Lamptey now going on a run in the complete wing back. Alvarez has had a fantastic year and gets byline. It is Lamptey. Poor touch. Cleared away. Only as far as Estupian. He finds Andreas with the injection. Turns his man. Loses it. Should have just kept going once he turned. Thuram now. Finds Andreas with the injection. I said the objection. We're in a courtroom. Objection order. Yeah, I'm ejected. I don't know what I'm ejected about. I'm ejected we did not score. We should have scored. 0-0, 10 minutes play. No early goal. The longer it stays like this, the more tight and intense it could become. Are struggling to create chances, but we are dominating the ball. Only 2 chances in the first 20. Bit more of a tighter Conference League final than when we played them in the competition. 55% possession though. Looking for a goal. Hasn't come yet. But 1 goal will change this context. Them scoring would be against the run of play. But yeah. Anyway, Alvarez looking for a ball for Joe Geldhart. Keeper came and stopped, but, in the end, didn't need to come his whole way because it was going into the area. I think this is where they're going to be dangerous. Looking long and looking channel. In the end, Lamptey wins it. Free header to run now. All the way back there to Alta. Can go left-hand side. Instead, he goes back to Tossin, which is fine too, as we've got time. Lamptey now can carry. Instead, he look for Alvarez's feet. Good turn. And now he finds Joe Geldhart. He's a man in form. Joe Geldhart, we lead 1-0 in the Conference League final. He's right-footed. Keeper was kind of waiting for him to take one extra touch to get it on his right. Instead, Joe went with his left peg and he went into the far corner, and exactly why Spurs want him. Alvarez rejected bids from Dortmund for this year. 2 touches, left foot opened it up into the bottom bin. That's his 30th goal of the year, and we lead 1-0 in the Conference League final. We are 1 clean sheet away, lads, from glory and being better than Potter. Still a long way to go, though. Still a long way to go. The AGF have had a shot in this half. Into the dressing room. It was a very good first half display. Start the second half. Rotate the camera. We need a second. Would be nice. You know, if this was the the main save of Paris, I'll be tweaking. But this team plays so well like this. Alvarez, I think, was offside. It's counted. He's run full corner flag. No VAR check. We're 2-0 up right after half time. What a little dink from Alvarez. What a ball from Thuram. And we lead 2-0. And we're giving Dunk the perfect send-off. Sivert, Thuram, ball over the top. Alvarez was onside by a mile. What a little dink. It's 2-0. The man from Man City has love life here. And, well, that's a great finish. And now it's 2. Dunk on his final game ever for Brighton in the save. Thuram now gets cut off. First time they've actually looked to press. Ball into the channel. They've got numbers in the box. Header, volley, Outs beat. We're 2-1. They pegged us straight back, and they have shown AGF that they can score. They did do this to me in our game last time. 2-0, 2-1. We then scored again a few times, and then, yeah. But against the run of play, Thuram gets caught on it, and within 3 passes, they've put the ball in the back of the net. Outer maybe should bail us out. Their first shot on target's gone in. What's new? Dunk now, takes a good touch. Estupian. What's going on out here? Ball in, Sivert wins. Thuram's run into each other. Just get it out of here. I've seen enough. All of a sudden, we can't take a touch. Estupian now thumps one into the channel. That's fine. When you're not playing your best, just get it up the field. Andreas gets shown the byline. In the end, that was tame. Should have looked to cut it. Not the highlight as well. They might go long, and they do. Tossard wins that header. Important there. Alvarez, Sivert. Ball to McAllister. Joe Geldhart wanted it. Gets it there. Good touch. Should finish. Hits the base of the post. This final has a bit of a weird feel to it. Because we've dominated. They've scored with their first chance. And Joe's just missed a one-on-one. I'm going to make our first change here. Dunk, mate. Look, give him a clap. 60 minutes. He's been the, an absolute star for Brighton. But that is his career over. We've got a final to win now. Going to get Satalo in. He's been the best centre-back alongside Tossin this year, so we'll get that change. Ball looking for their winger. Stupin wins. Andreas now. Great ball looking for Joe. Joe to finish. Saved by their keeper. Between the post, their keeper, and our poor touches in the our defensive third, this final's on the line, and it shouldn't be. McAllister. Satalo. Off the bench. What a change. What a change. You get him off. You get him on. You get him angry that he didn't start. He's probably there biting at the bit. I should have started this one over Dunk. I'm angry. And first thing he does, he puts all his anger by heading it into the back of the net. And we'll pause the video because Tim's put in the trusty masterclass. We are live on stream. Masterclass. For those that don't know what that is, YouTube, that's just a running meme that we have here. Because it's not the first time we've done that. Anyhow, 65 minutes. We lead 3-1. Going to make a couple more changes here. McAllister's not had his best of year, but he's had a pretty good game. But Donaf is a bit more defensively solid. Lamptey has made a few mistakes. Going to get Joe Scully in and just get him as a wing back on support to help see this out. And Andreas with the injection doesn't need to be out there. So Correa, who's had a fantastic year, will go out there as well. And we'll leave one last change for late doors. 70 minutes played. We lead 3-1. Barring something crazy, should be okay. Alvarez whips one back stick. Tossin didn't, I think it was Satala that won it again. Going to move to slightly more time wasting. We have dominated, but there's only 13 minutes left in a cup final. Don't mind slightly time wasting a little bit. They go long. Tossin wins. Tarum's big boy flicks that one on, but only as far as the back three. They go long again. Tossin should win and does. Good header. Alvarez can turn out. Finds Lucas. Correa sweeps up after the poor touch. Satalo. I will say they've squeezed us really well in areas, but we've played out. Scully picks that up. Looks for Lucas. Poor ball. Had to win. Falls to us. We're lucky. Correa's been in goal-scoring form. Correa straight at the keeper. For a man who's been fantastic off the bench and been absolute... He changed the save when he came in Season 1. Should have really got his moment in the sun there. 84 minutes played. We will make one last change here, I think, as well. We're going to get Mateus Jr. in. Alvarez can get a little bit of a celebration. We've scored and Lucas has scored. It's all over now. It's 4-1. It's game over. We've scored as Mateus is going to come on there and give Alvarez a standing ovation because he's been fantastic. There he is. What a ball. Lucas threw the run through the middle, proving that, even though McAllister's more forward-thinking, he gets goals too. 4-1. We've won the Conference League final, and now we can just enjoy these last few moments. There's another highlight here, so you never know. Scully, down the line, keeps going. Have a whip, son. Whippage. Doesn't. Tarum, he can whip. Does whip. Correa cuts it. Lucas should have been 5. Could have had a couple. Pay him out about his attacking ability, and then, 90 minutes played. All she nearly wrote. We have got a last gasp highlight here. Is it going to be a goal? Is it going to be a highlight for either one side? Or is this pointless? Tarum, Mateus, off the bench, fresh legs. He's had a really good year for us first year in. Looks for Joe Geldhart. He was fouled. Referee plays advantage. Correa scores. He gets his goal. He's been fantastic. As a bench player, 14 goals. Fantastic lad. And he's been scintillating. Every time off the bench, he seems to score. It's averaging like a goal per game and like a goal every 90 minutes in terms of his average. Cynical foul. I think that defender's lucky that ended up as a goal because that's arguably a red card. It was that cynical and last man. But Correa gets there. It's 5-1. We have dominated. Dim reckons we have dismantled AGF and we've deserved it. That cut screen looks unreal. That cut screen looks unreal. Please tell me we can watch him pick up the trophy. Oh, we do. They're handing the trophy to him. Walk over. Do it, lads. Yes, get it up. Hey. We are the Europa Conference League winners. That is clean. That is such a clean little screen. And I tell you what, I can't wait that we win the Champions League in the main save of Paris 13 Atletico because I will be off my tree watching that. That is unreal. We win 5-1. We are Europa Conference League winners. And more importantly, vindication and affirmation. We are better than Potter. Because he couldn't do that. But we have. Till next time, YouTube, do keep an eye out for the main save. Do subscribe. If you've enjoyed the save here in Brighton and the beta save, give it a like. Let me know down below what your favourite moment was. Dunk has won a European competition with Brighton. I think that's fitting to end his career too. And I tell you what, guys, it's been fun. They've been really cool to manage. The main save, those on the channel, go check it out. I might leave a link down below to the playlist. Till next time, thank you and goodbye.